how to load your 12 photos that you've gathered onto your fat quarter layout so you can get those ordered really quick. You can choose your different fabric that you want, but we're going to start, since we're going to try to keep this simple for a beginner, we're going to use the polypoplin. It's lightweight like a cotton. It will come interfaced with a sheer weight interfacing on the back and be ready for you to quilt. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come down here, we're going to personalize it. Okay, then what we're going to do is we're going to start adding images to these blocks. It's automatically going to crop them to your 5x5 size so that it is super easy for you to get these ordered. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to say add image from my computer, or you can go from any of these different places right here. So I'm going to say from the computer, and I'm going to start adding photos. So I'm going to add this one first. Now, this, you can adjust this. You can make it bigger, smaller, twist it, whatever you want to do. So what we're going to do is I want this one up a little higher. So I'm going to choose this arrow and I'm just going to bump it up and make that higher for me. Okay, now if you want to add text, like if I want to add text to this and say, this is text block 1, I'm going to say Hawaii photo shoot. And you can see the words are forming over here, okay? So then we can come down here and we can choose a font. So I'm going to choose this Courgette font. And I'm going to choose a white color. If you hit this arrow, you've got more colors than that available. So Hawaii photo shoot. Then I can come over here and I can move it down. Or I can use these arrows here to move it up and down. Okay? So maybe white isn't the best because, well, here, let's move it to the top. That way it shows up really nice. Okay, so you don't have to put any words, but if you want to put words on it, that's how you do it. Okay, so now I'm going to come back up to the top. I'm going to use this little scroll bar, and I'm going to say I want to add images again. So I'm going to go, and I'm going to change this. I added it to block 1 already. Now I want to go to block 2, add image from my computer. I'm going to choose this one. And I'm going to see how I like it, because what you see is what you get. So however this looks here is how it is going to look. So if I move this up here and the heads are chopped off, that is how it's going to print. Okay, so I'm going to make this one a little bit bigger. So I'm going to say plus, 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 and zoom in on them a little bit. Then I'm going to move it up a little bit. So you can use these arrows. This one here sends it back to the original size. I am going to enlarge that back. These are my rotates. This one throws away the picture. Okay, so now I'm going to go to block 3, add image from my computer, and I'll choose this one. And I want to zoom in on this one. So what I'm going to do is I am going to enlarge this, and then I'm going to move it center of the photo where I want it. Then go block 4, add image from the computer. And I'll choose this one. And we're just going to go through and we are going to fill up all these slots. So see how this one has white at the bottom? I don't want that. So make sure that you have photo in all of your block space, because what is in this block is what's going to print. So I'm going to go to block 5. Add image from the computer. All right, that one I'm going to leave alone. Block 6, add image from my computer. Choose this one. So we're going to go through here. If you want to add words, you can add words to these, but I'm only going to add words to some of them. Okay, so her dress was cut off in that, so I'll make that one go back down. Block 7, add image, and so on. So you're just going to do this until you fill up the whole sheet. Okay, so there's no really need for me to go on. So you fill up this whole sheet. Okay, there is one other thing that I want to show you. If you want to make a quilt label for the back, what you can always do is, add words over this and use this as your quilt label. Or if I wanted to, I could move this over to the side, and then type words in the white space is another way that you can add a quilt label. So let's just make this last one. This is block 8. Let's make a quilt label out of block 8. That'll be a good thing to do. All right, so let's find something. Let's use this one. And then I am going to crop this like this. And then I'm going to add text. And this is block 8, so I'm going to scroll down to block 8, and I am going to put in June 4th, 2023 was their wedding date. Callie and Cameron. Okay, so then what I can do is I can come down here. I can change the font again to whatever one you like. Where did my font go that I like? The Courgette. I can use my arrows to move it down. And then you could have this as your quilt label. So you don't have to have a picture behind it, but if I wanted to, I could move this down and have that behind it. Move this up here and change it to white. Or you can leave it like I did the other way. But anyway, that's how you can make a quilt label. Then what I'll do is I'll add to cart. Oh, there. Okay, so here is, if you don't see, it has this scroll bar. If we scroll up, then it gives us this, where you have to say that you have copyright permission. You'll approve it. And then you'll go and you'll just go through the checkout process. And that's all there is to it. And you'll order your quilt blocks.